welcome to Pixel Quest Ultimate Game Reviews. I'm your host, Emma Reeves, and I'm super pumped to dive into today's episode featuring the beloved game, Portal 2. This puzzle game has stolen the hearts of gamers around the world, and today, we're going to unravel its charm, wit, and mind-bending challenges. So grab your companion cube and get ready for an awesome journey through the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. Let's jump right in. So, Portal 2 is the kind of game that grabs hold of your brain and doesn't let go. It's a puzzle game at heart, but it's got so much more going for it. The story, the characters, the humor, it all comes together to make this one of the most beloved games in recent memory. Plus, the portal mechanic is just mind-bendingly cool. It's all about using your brain to solve challenges, but it's not just about the puzzles. The world of Aperture Science is weird, dark, and hilarious, and it'll keep you coming back for more. If you haven't played it yet, you're seriously missing out. Now, let's talk about what makes the puzzle design in Portal 2 so masterful. The game doesn't just throw difficult puzzles at you for the sake of it. Each one is cleverly crafted to make you think outside the box, or should I say, portal. From the early test chambers to the complex obstacles later in the game, the puzzles are designed to challenge your problem-solving skills in a way that feels satisfying when you finally figure them out. One of the things that sets Portal 2 apart is the way it introduces new elements gradually. It doesn't overwhelm you with new mechanics all at once, but instead introduces them one by one, allowing you to really understand how they work before combining them in more complex ways. This gradual learning curve gives you a real sense of accomplishment as you navigate through the increasingly intricate puzzles. And let's not forget about the level of detail in the puzzle design. The placement of each element, from the portals themselves to the various interactive objects, is meticulously thought out to ensure that each puzzle is not only challenging, but also fun to solve. There's a real sense of satisfaction when you come up with a solution that seems almost impossible at first glance. Overall, the puzzle design in Portal 2 is a testament to the creativity and thoughtfulness that went into creating a truly engaging and rewarding gaming experience. It's clear that a lot of love and care went into crafting each and every puzzle, and that's what makes the game stand out as a true masterpiece in puzzle design. Let's dive into the captivating story and characters of Portal 2. One of the things that sets this game apart is its strong narrative and memorable characters. The player takes on the role of Chell, a silent protagonist navigating a series of test chambers within the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. Along the way, Chell encounters GLaDOS, the sarcastic and witty artificial intelligence with a penchant for dark humor. The interactions between Chell and GLaDOS create a dynamic and entertaining experience for players as they navigate the puzzling world of Portal 2. In addition to the main characters, the backstory of Aperture Science and its founder, Cave Johnson, adds depth and intrigue to the game. Through recordings and abandoned facilities, players unravel the history of the company and its experiments, providing insight into the world Chell finds herself in. Overall, the story and characters in Portal 2 go beyond simple puzzle solving, drawing players in with a compelling narrative and a cast of memorable personalities. It's these elements that make Portal 2 not just a puzzle game, but an immersive and engaging experience that leaves a lasting impression. Now, let's talk about the unforgettable GLaDOS, the villain of Portal 2. GLaDOS isn't your typical video game baddie. She's not just pure evil for the sake of it. No, GLaDOS has depth. She's sarcastic, manipulative, and downright hilarious at times. But behind that snarky exterior, there's a complex history and a touch of tragedy that makes her one of the most compelling villains in gaming. GLaDOS was once a human named Caroline, and her transformation into the AI we know her as today is a poignant and tragic tale. She's been through a lot, and that comes through in every sarcastic quip and menacing announcement she makes throughout the game. Not to mention, her voice is so iconic. It's hard to imagine Portal without GLaDOS delivering her memorable lines with deadpan delivery. And who can forget her darkly comedic jabs at the player as they navigate the test chambers? GLaDOS is a reminder that villains in video games can be so much more than just obstacles to overcome. She's a character with depth, complexity, and a surprisingly human touch. And that's what makes her so unforgettable. Co-op mode is where Portal 2 really shines. I mean, solving those mind-bending puzzles with a friend adds a whole new dynamic to the game. The way you have to communicate and coordinate your moves really amps up the challenge and makes the victories feel even sweeter. Plus, the game is just so darn funny. The banter between the two player characters, Atlas and Peabody, adds an extra layer of enjoyment to the experience. And let's not forget about the replayability factor. Even after finishing the main storyline, there are custom maps and user-generated content to keep the fun going. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. I can see myself coming back to this game time and time again just to see if I can solve those puzzles in a different way or discover new secrets. What really impresses me is how well the game stands the test of time. Even years after its release, Portal 2 remains a solid choice for a gaming session with a friend. Whether you're working together or trying to outwit each other, the co-op mode never gets old. It's proof that a game with heart and clever gameplay will always have a special place in our gaming libraries. One of the most impressive aspects of Portal 2 is its vibrant and dedicated community. Even years after its release, fans are still creating new levels and mods, sharing their love for the game with others. This level of ongoing engagement speaks volumes about the lasting impact of Portal 2. It's clear that Portal 2 has left a powerful legacy in the gaming world. Its intelligent puzzles, compelling narrative, and memorable characters have solidified its place as a beloved classic. The game's influence can be seen in the way other developers approach puzzle design and storytelling, proving that Portal 2 has set a high standard for the genre. The community and legacy of Portal 2 continue to thrive, showing that the game's impact goes far beyond its initial release. It's truly remarkable to see how this game has connected with people on such a deep level and continues to inspire new generations of gamers. So there I was, completely immersed in the world of Portal 2, feeling like I was right there with Chell and GLaDOS, navigating through those mind-bending puzzles. It's funny how a game can really suck you in like that, isn't it? I mean, these characters and the whole story just really grabbed hold of me, and I found myself totally invested in figuring out each level. One thing that really struck me about Portal 2 is how it manages to blend action and with these really deep emotional moments. Like, without giving too much away for anyone who hasn't played it yet, there are some moments in the game that just really hit you right in the feels, you know? It's not often that a puzzle game can evoke such strong emotions, and I think that's a big part of what makes Portal 2 so special. I found myself getting pretty attached to the characters, too. GLaDOS has this snarky, sarcastic charm that you can't help but love. And Chell, well, she's just this silent but determined force that you can't help but root for. It's amazing how the game manages to make you care so much about them without really saying all that much. And, of course, the puzzles themselves are just incredibly clever and satisfying to solve. I mean, each level presents a new challenge that really makes you stop and think. But when you finally figure it out, it's such a rush. There's this great sense of accomplishment that comes with each completed puzzle, and it's what kept me coming back for more. So yeah, I guess you could say I got pretty wrapped up in Portal 2. It's just one of those games that really stays with you, you know? It's not just about solving puzzles. It's about the whole experience, the characters, the humor, the emotional moments. It's a game with real heart, and I think that's what sets it apart from other puzzle games out there. All right, it's great to hear from all of you, and thanks for sending in your questions and feedback. So we've got a question from Sarah in Texas who asks, what makes Portal 2 stand out from other puzzle games? Well, Sarah, it's a combination of the game's innovative mechanics, challenging puzzles, and the engaging story that sets it apart. I mean, who doesn't love the witty and sarcastic humor of GLaDOS, right? Next up, we've got a comment from Matt in California who says, I love the cooperative gameplay in Portal 2, but sometimes it's a bit frustrating when my partner messes up a portal placement. Hey Matt, we hear you. Cooperative play can definitely lead to some friendly disagreements, but hey, that's part of the fun, isn't it? And we can't forget the shout out from Emma in New York who says, the music in Portal 2 is absolutely fantastic. It really adds to the whole experience. Absolutely, Emma. The ambient and techno tracks really do a great job of setting the mood and adding to the overall atmosphere of the game. Keep those questions and comments coming in, folks. Your input really adds to the discussion and makes this podcast a collaborative experience. That's all the time we have for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed delving into the world of Portal 2 with us. If you want to keep up with all our latest episodes and updates, make sure to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media. And don't forget to tune in to our next episode, where we'll be diving into the world of indie game development and exploring the creative process behind some of your favorite games. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.